birds everywhere swooping down, getting your head. Just absolutely gorgeous scenery. I doubt you can hear me, but if not, here's a nice 360. And that's the cave river. There are some people up there, so I'm looking up there. That's why. I just really hope you guys enjoyed this video, the rainforest, and I will give you another 360 right here, everything that's around. And I just took a picture of that beautiful scene right there. Again, enjoy. Alright, so I am out here now. It is ridiculously bright. Out here with the buffalo, as you can see, on a bridge on this gorgeous zoo. Coming to find out, this is the 7th largest zoo in the country. Central County Zoo is one of the most well-kept zoos in the United States. Now, please don't take my word for that one, but I can tell you for sure that it is the 7th largest zoo in the country. So once again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for much more content coming soon to you.
I guess you can't walk out there no more. You used to be able to. I guess I got tired of the birds eating their damn groundhog. Yeah, we do, man.
Oh, look at the babies over here.
Yeah, they are.
Look at the little babies.
There's supposed to be a swan over here. There's supposed to be a swan over here. In the water.
Whoa, look at that one. We are getting ready to go into the tiger exhibit to go watch the feeding of them. As you saw earlier, the eagles got fed just a little bit ago. And I'm going to continuously shoot, and you see that bird fly right by me. I hope you guys enjoy this little segment. Eat it!
Alright, we said you guys step right up there. So we're going to tiger training. You get to watch it. Yeah, definitely her. She's our biggest troublemaker. Oh, wow. Oh, she's like with her, she's pretty playful. Alright, so our trainer is Blake, and he's getting ready to start with Natasha. Natasha is one of the cubs that was born here a little over 5 years ago. Now her and her brother Czar will have turned 5 on July 6th. Now Czar, who is our only male, is currently in the back. And over here we have Talali. Now Talali is the mother of both our cubs, and she's 13 years old. Now these are Amur tigers. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Siberian tigers before, but that's what these are. They're the exact same cat. They've been renamed because of the region that they can be located in, but they are the largest subspecies of tiger, and they're also the largest cat in the world. You know, a lot of times people think lions are the largest cat, but a full-grown male lion is usually about 200 to 300 pounds, where a full-grown male Amur tiger gets to be 400 to 500, so they are much larger. Now, as a size comparison, Talali over here is about 290, and Natasha is about 287. So they're very similar in weight. And that's about their average size. Now, it will fluctuate a little bit depending on the time of the year, but for the most part, that's where they'll stay at. Now, Czar, our male, he's about 300 to 310. So again, that is a very large cat, but he would be considered a very small male. When we had Ivan, their father, he was about 400 pounds at his biggest. Now we do get people that ask why daughter is no longer with mom or brother and sister are no longer together, and that's mainly because tigers are solitary cats. They do not like to live with other tigers. So typically what happens in the wild is a male finds a female, they breed, and then he leaves. He has no part in raising up his young. And then the young will stay with mom until about 2 to 3 years of age when they would leave to start their own life. And that's where we're currently at. Now what she is eating right now is a portion of her daily diet. She is getting about 2 to 2.5 pounds of meat right now. But daily, Natasha gets about 6 pounds of meat. Talali gets about 5. And Czar, our male in the back, he gets 7. Now the food itself does look like ground beef, but it's actually ground horse meat. It is a lot leaner than beef. It's a lot healthier for our tigers. And it is made specifically for feline carnivores. So all the cats here in Sedgwick County do eat this. It does have some additives into it that is, special to cats' needs. It has a little bit of extra tissue and muscle in there. It also contains like some fish oils and salts and minerals that they happen to need. Now they get that every day, but that's not all they get. Twice a week we give them cow knuckle bones. So if you ever come out and you see a large bone out in the yard, that's what that is. It's good for their teeth, it's good for their jaw muscles. They definitely like to clean all the meat off of it, being large carnivores. We also will give them horse loin, we give them beef heart, cow tongue, and we even give them whole prey items every once in a while, like quails, guinea pigs, rabbits, chicks. We have tried fish in the past, but our tigers don't seem to be a huge fan of it, so we don't really give that one to them that often. Now, if you ever come out here in the summers and you see a big watermelon out in the yard, or in the fall, if you ever see a big pumpkin, we do give those to our tigers as well for enrichment. Now again, they are pure carnivores, so they don't actually eat any of that produce, but they do like to play with it, similar to a house cat in a ball. So they'll like bat it around, play with it, until they inevitably break it, and then they're done with it. We have tried to sneak pieces of produce to the tigers in the past. We'll give them a giant meatball, we'll put a little bit of an apple, or a little bit of a carrot, or something in there, and they'll eat it all up, and then they spit the produce out. Now another question we do get asked is if they ever get any wild animal that gets into their enclosure. And the answer is absolutely. Quite frequently our tigers will get little songbirds, they'll get bigger birds, even up to like geese, ducks, they'll get rabbits, they get birds, oh sorry I said that one, they get raccoons, skunks, possums, anything that gets in there. If the tigers see it and want it bad enough, they are going to get it. They are apex predators. So what that essentially means is there are no animal in the wild that hunt a tiger. These guys are built for hunting. Not only can they run fast, they're good climbers, they're ambush predators, so they're very sneaky and quiet. You wouldn't think a 200, 300, 400 pound cat could be quiet, but they absolutely can. They have giant teeth and nails, as you can tell. They can jump very high. Do you see the red line on both sides of our building over here? We have seen our tigers jump up and touch past that without even running. And then on top of that, these tigers are one of the few cats that love water. So they are excellent swimmers, and they can outswim any one of us here in this room. So we tell people that unfortunately, if you ever get caught in the wild with a tiger, there's really nowhere you can go. So now as you can kind of tell the difference between between Talali and Natasha. Natasha's definitely more playful. She's a little bit more agile. A lot of that has to do with her age, because she is 5, whereas Talali is 13. But also, Natasha is our most playful tiger. She's our biggest troublemaker. She definitely likes to tear up all the plants and stuff in the yard. And whereas Talali here is a little bit more methodical with her training. Now all this training does serve a purpose for us keepers. As you can tell, we can kind of see their teeth, we can see their nails, we can see their bellies, their backs. You know, they're rolling over so we can see their range of motions and their movements, make sure that they don't have any shoulder or hip injuries.
Okay, so we're about to go into the infamous elephant exhibit, which is a favorite for all Wichitans, and it's recently just been upgraded. So honestly, if it looks like Jurassic Park, it's because the elephants needed the biggest enclosure possible while still being safely in a habitat that they could monitor. And so if they chose an oasis like this, which almost has a Africa feel to it. So here it goes. Sorry, dude. Where are all the elephants? The elephant exhibit indoors. I told you it looks like Jurassic Park. Look at these massive fans. Hope you guys all enjoyed today's video and my trip to the park. And with that, I would like to thank everybody who watched, and you can get all the high resolution photos at my website, theframequeen.com, if you become a Patreon, which will be in the link description box below. So make sure to check that out to look at all the beautiful animals, birds, reptiles, skinks, snakes, anything you can think of. I took high resolution photos. It's been a hot one out here, so I'm sorry if I keep messing up. I have a trolley I have to push, and I really hope you guys just enjoyed seeing what I saw today, and I have tons more content coming up. I just haven't got to the point of editing it yet. So please stay tuned, subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Enjoy.
Look, Alex.
I'm gonna enter anyway because I'm a rebel, and I want to see where this water is leaking from. Here's the hippo. Here's where the water is leaking out from.
I'm standing in front of the hippo.
That is some cold water.
Turn.
Give you a 360 of this little room. Closed for renovation. Open for my investigation.
Yeah, the hippo's cool. Come on.
So So we are at the final exhibit, which is chimpanzees and orangutans, and the exhibit is upstairs and downstairs. We're gonna go downstairs first and then go up so that you can see them from the upper level. And I'll just give you a quick 360 here. Wasn't that nice? And here is the lower level portion of the chimpanzee and orangutan, and I'll bring it in closer.
The chimpanzees are on the same path. Really? Exact same path and everything.
Birth control and all that. That's to all.
She has to have hers in strawberry preserves right now. She's too cool for applesauce at the moment, but normally it's applesauce.
He wants to go.
Spoon.
Do you give birth control to all the animals?
We give birth control to all the females that do not
Who's
have
the other
babies.
green?
So,
It's pregnant.
babies
Yeah,
from
that one's
mini
pregnant. It's
girl.
pregnant. We do a ring.
She's got a different kind. So
Hey, look out. She's in here.
And then Daisy's off. She's pregnant.
So I just wanted to ask you, what do you like being about a zoo?
Most of us that do zookeeping, we really love animals, and we also don't want to be stuck at a desk job all day long, so this is perfect because we get to get outside, be active, we're always learning new things, and then we get to work with animals.
How long have you been a zookeeper?
I've been a zookeeper for 5 years now,
And
2 years with the apes.
what did you do prior to being a zookeeper?
I was a barista at Starbucks
Oh, really?
for 9 years.
Wow.
Yep.
So what made you decide to apply at the Sedgwick County Zoo?
I had always wanted to work with animals. I was going to go into veterinary school, but I volunteered here for a summer and fell in love with it, so I switched career paths.
And you've been here ever since?
Yep.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Have a good day.
You too.
Want to come up here with me so you can see?
Let me see if I can get this on video.
She's not gonna hold your hand because you're not holding, because you're not doing this. Hold my hand.
Alright.
Hold my hand.
Stand up there.
That's the end of the video. The credits should be rolling somewhere over here, and the outtakes that should have played. But I just wanted to kind of guys show you what's in the gift shop exactly. We got some girl stuff. We got some sequence changing backpacks. We got some hoodies, some kid books, some t-shirts, some miscellaneous stuff. All the candy your heart could desire. Peacock feathers, which you didn't get to see. Some jewelry. Oh wow. That's pretty. And I'm gonna come over here to the figure brains. And I finally stopped sweating. You're fine. There's some figurines right there. And this is the coolest. Look at that. It's a giant snake. Put a snake on your shoulder and you're like, oh hi, welcome